I am going to talk to you about one e-commerce move that, oh my days, it made me buy more. And not only did it make me buy more, I was like, that's brilliant. I'm going to take that e-commerce move and I'm going to suggest it to also my own clients because it was that great and it wrote me right in. Most fitness e-commerce brands obsess over the first sale, but smart e-commerce brands double down on what happens after you buy. I don't know why I pointed at Pikachu like that, but she's enjoying some white rice. So I want to talk to you about a real story that actually hooked me. It's from an e-commerce brand. It's kind of latched on with a bit of a personal story, but the moral of the story is if you run an e-commerce brand, you need to focus more on your existing buyers. I'm not saying neglect new buyers, but oftentimes we focus so much on bringing leads in the funnel that we completely forget about the leads that are already in the funnel. You get me? Now, you might also be wondering, Rez, you look kind of clean tonight. To which I would say thank you. The reason why that is because I've got a flight to catch in about 45 minutes as I'm going back to the UK. And actually my story kind of starts with that. So before I booked my ticket, I guess back a couple months or so ago, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some new ink on my arm. Right, so I got a new one here, and I got this one touched up. I'm sure there'll be some B-roll in the mix where you guys can see kind of what I got. But I got a tattoo, and then I needed to get an aftercare product. And this is where the story begins, my friends, so come closer. I was looking for a balm, some sort of aftercare that I could put on after the tattoo was done to help with the healing process, la-di-da-di-da. And I went with a brand called Mad Rabbit. I'm not going to talk about their ads because I was already an existing buyer. But I am going to talk to you about one e-commerce move that, oh my days, it made me buy more. And not only did it make me buy more, I was like, that's brilliant. I'm going to take that e-commerce move and I'm going to suggest it to also my own clients because it was that great and it wrote me right in. So what had happened was, in my Will Smith voice, I bought the product, right? As you do normally, easy checkout process. By the way, we're going to do an unboxing as well because I haven't yet taken the product out. But I bought their Deluxe Aftercare product and seamless checkout, one-click purchase. And then on the next page, usually you receive some generic
thank you for your order. You'll receive an email in your inbox shortly with the blah-de-blah-de-blah, right?
But what they did was genius. They had a 30% off your next order that popped up, and it was kind of like a flash sale where they had 3 products on that same page. And they were reasonably affordable products. You know, what I bought was, I wouldn't say affordable, but I don't know, it was about $80 roughly, call it. The beauty of this page was that the products themselves were low cost already. And then on top of that, I got the 30% discount. So I think they had a couple of balms and I ended up buying one. It was $16 to $18 product. And after the 30% discount, it went down to like $12 to $13. You know, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to pay for shipping again. And that is annoying. But begrudgingly, I was like, you know what, it's cool, I'll do it. And I hit the little purchase and it didn't even ask me to pay for shipping. What it did was it just added that onto the order that I just placed a few seconds ago. And therefore I avoided the pain point as a customer of having to pay shipping fees twice. And then after I bought that product, I got another page with a 20% discount and it had a bunch of other things. I will say this, they didn't get me the second time, but it was still great. The intelligence of it is that they didn't have overpriced products, because I think from a buyer's perspective, if they had products on there, let's say that were $100 and 30% discount, right? So you end up at paying $70. I don't think I would have been up for that because I've already spent $70 to $80. But because the products were so low cost and it was just a little over $10, I was like, you know what? might as well just do it. And that's exactly what I did. So it was brilliant. I'm taking that strategy. Thanks, Mad Rabbit. Not only are you a great brand, but you're also doing a great job with your marketing. So well done. Now, there's a few reasons why this works, all right? Firstly, it's the psychological trigger, right? Justified indulgence. I'm already spending $70. What's another $10? You know what I mean? So the indulgence, we justify that in our brains. Whether it is warranted or unwarranted doesn't really matter. It's just common human behavior. So then the second thing was what I also alluded to. It removed the pain point of paying shipping prices twice. Brilliant. And then the third thing, the one-click purchase, seamless UX, don't need to punch any of my details again. All of it was just so brilliant. The moral of the story is your buyers are already in the buying mindset. What we call this in marketing speak is CRO, aka conversion rate optimization. And great CRO keeps the momentum going. Right? Remember that. So focus on getting more leads, top of the funnel, into your pipeline, whether it be through ads, whatever. But don't neglect the buyers that are already hot in your funnel, because they will be more likely to buy. Now, okay, I'm going to give you another additional story, and I'm going to get to the unboxing for whomever wants to hang about. So I finished getting my work done, right? I got this tattoo first, and then I had an older tattoo here, which I wanted to get touched up. And I asked the artist, what's the earliest date? And she gave me a date after I got back from the UK. And then I was like, probably a long shot because I'm leaving in about a week, but any chance you can fit me in for another one before I leave? I'm not sure about if I can get another one because I just got this one, but she was like, yeah, that's no problem. Now, when I got my first tattoo, they gave me a little coupon. Wish I had it here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. But the coupon was a $50 off for new customers. Let me just say this. This ain't a slight to the tattoo shop because the work is brilliant. This is just an example of how easy it is to miss the mark, maybe. Before I got my next tattoo, number 2, I called into the shop and I was like, hey, I know I got this offer that is more for new customers, but given that it was just 5 days ago that I got my other one, any chance that I could apply the $50 off voucher to my own self? And they didn't allow me to do that. And I ain't salty about it. It's cool. Yeah, people run their business however they choose to, but it would have incentivized me. I mean, I was going to still get the tattoo, but let's say I was not going to get the tattoo. If I got a $50 off voucher and I was already in the mindset of getting another one, which I was, then it would have incentivized me to go back within a shorter window because I got that. But they were really focused on the new customers and they didn't really have anything for existing customers. And therein lies the issue. You got to treat your customers, your existing ones, make them feel special. You got to wine and dine them a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's the moral of the story. Now let's get to the unboxing. Let's do it. All right. The reason why I didn't unbox it myself, I took a little peek at the packaging because I've never bought this product before. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of slick. So it might be kind of cool if I also recorded the whole unboxing experience. So Pikachu's over here having a nibble. There you go. Thank you. Can I have that? So here we go. We're going to have a look at the live unboxing. So here we have it. So we got a little keep it cool. Our natural balm skips the synthetic stuff, so when temperatures rise it might soften or melt. Don't sweat it, it still works like a charm. Open with care, blah 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 blah. Cool. All right, so now okay, so this is the little freebie that I bought. Right, this was the add-on that they got me with, that was about $16 to $18 and it went down to just over 10. All right, so that's what I got. I'll put that in my pocket, take it out with me to the UK. Thank yous. All right, and this is why I didn't unbox it, which is I thought it'd be cool. Like, look at that dope packaging, man. Like from a visual identity perspective, not only is this brand doing a great job with their conversion rate optimization and overall e-com strategy, but from a packaging and visual identity perspective, I mean, this is like a matte feel. It looks premium, man. You know what I mean? So let me take this one out. All right, so we got, right, Mad Rabbit. On the back you got a bunch of instructions here. Mad Rabbit Tattoo Club, Be Bold, Be You. It's pretty cool. This repair kit, Mad Rabbit, clean and vegan ingredients. Again, really slick packaging, nice visual branding there. Little balm stick tattoo wash. The big one, which is the soothing gel. Got all that for $80 plus. Don't forget about the little CRO trick that they got me with, which is a tattoo balm. It's like it's tangerine, vanilla, or something like that. And there you have it, guys. That is Mad Rabbit. Learn from Mad Rabbit, up your CRO, multiply your e-commerce sales, focus on your existing buyers. But from me and Pikachu up there, who's having a nice, lovely nap, we're out. And I'm off to the UK. Peace.